Put on the seatbelts.
Seatbelts are for losers and college graduates, not for Barnes Courtney. We're going for a joyride around the city.
Around the cities. Of the Twin Cities.
I feel like you guys spent a lot of money on like concrete roads to get to the two cities. You should have just put the cities closer together and used all that extra concrete to make cool
Yeah. I got you. Have you seen the Mississippi River before?
I don't know.
Well, we can drive across it.
I can spell Mississippi.
How do you spell it?
Mississippi.
Isn't it so much fun?
Did you doubt me? You thought I couldn't do it. You're like, Barnes, every kid in America can spell Mississippi. Don't be so proud of yourself.
Well, I mean, we've talked about this before, but you're not exactly American.
Well, how dare you, first of all? I came here to be interviewed, not to be insulted. And second of all, I mean, no, my passport is English, but I grew up in Seattle.
Yeah.
So
Where do you call home now, though?
Seattle's my home for sure, but the suburbs of Seattle, like Redmond or Bellevue, that's where I grew up as a kid. That's where Mama Barnesy lives.
We're low on fuel, so maybe we should stop and get gas.
Maybe
That's
we should go and get some gas.
You know the words to this song? I mean, I'm just curious.
Well, it's funny you should mention that because I do forget the words to my own songs on stage, like a lot.
You don't forget the words to Fire, though. It's your first song.
That's true. No, I usually know the words to this.
I just usually remember that you played the drums on a file cabinet.
Yeah.
That's my
That's
favorite
true.
fun fact about this song.
Well, it makes me laugh when I see these tunes on like television because I actually made them in a decommissioned old folks home for like $0.
Wait, it was an old folks home?
Yeah, well, my friend Sam, who's amazing, you should check him out. It's called Look Mom No Computer, and he builds organs out of Furbies.
Wait, what?
I mean, this is a large.
lost me
This
at
is a large.
Furby.
Do you don't know what a Furby is?
I know what a Furby is. What do you mean he builds an organ out of a
He's
Furby?
like wired together a multitude of Furbies and made it so you can play them as notes on a keyboard.
What?
In like an organ scenario. So he and I were in a band
Does
together.
it go in like a museum of the oddities? Like, where do you put something like that?
He's got kind of like Back to the Future doc laboratory in which he has all these like dated machines from the 90s that he makes into these weird inventions.
Okay.
So he and I used to be in a band together, and when we first lost our deal, he moved into this like decommissioned old folks home because it was like 300 pounds a month and the government was kind of trying to keep squatters out.
Yeah.
And I used to go over to his bedroom, which was like this office with the wallpaper peeling off the walls, and like we would make tunes together, but we didn't have enough money to buy equipment, so we'd make the drums out of like old filing cabinets in the hallway, and
That's cool.
we didn't have a bass guitar, so we made the bass out of like this detuned piano in the rec room.
I like it.
And he used to live off like a can of beans a day. He's
So
super
what's
skinny.
happened to him? Does he still make keyboards out of Furbies?
Well, this is a crazy thing. So now everybody's super excited about all of his inventions, and he's getting his own TV show with Red Bull, where he goes around the country or around the world and builds different instruments out of different. Was I supposed to
That's
sing
so
that?
cool. I mean, you could have sung along to your own song. We could just put it on again. It's fine.
If we could just exclusively.
What I think is funny is I picked you up to take you to the venue, and I'm low on gas, so now we're just gonna have to go on an adventure.
Remember that time I was with Barnes? We went to the gas station.
I was like, yeah, I'll just pick you up. It's cool. Oh wait, I have no gas, and I keep getting alerts. It's fine.
Yeah, we should probably go and get some fuel.
Yeah, it's all good.
Unless we broke down in the middle of the road, that would be a
I mean,
tale.
that would make this a really awesome adventure. That one time you drove around Minneapolis, we broke down. That happened. It's cool.
And Barnes took off his leather jacket and was surprisingly manly and pushed the car all the way to the venue.
So funny.
Well, I don't see how that's funny because that could actually happen. So, that's where we're laughing at that.
Oh man. What's next?
Go to rehab, I said no, no, no.
I'm gonna talk sing it.
Dab, 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 a flub, flap, flap, dab, no, no, no. I don't take, oh, no, I ain't got the tab. And if my daddy says I'm fine, go to rehab, I said no, no, no.
Her dad really wasn't a great influence.
He was a nasty man. Did you watch that documentary?
Oh my
Amy?
gosh, it made me cry.
I was like sobbing into my complimentary blanket on the plane when I watched this.
It was crazy. I had no idea she was bulimic.
It's so sad.
What's the process like though when you're writing?
Well, usually I kind of, like, I go into a series of interconnected tunnels under my birthplace in Aylesbury, in England. And there's, various animals down there that I sacrifice, shave my body until it's hairless, and devote myself to the planetains. And then I just bust out my guitar, and then I write some songs.
Do you still do like that vocal warm-up? The big extra vocal warm-up?
What do you mean, big extra? I do cool stuff. I don't do extra vocal warm-ups.
Oh, okay. All right, we're here at
My
the gas
vocal
station.
warm-up is a bottle of Jack Daniels. So I remember when my little brother Zach was younger, my mom got on the phone to me and she was like, yeah, I'm trying to get your brother Zach to go to rehab, but he keeps saying no. And I'm like,
what?
Okay. She goes, yeah, he says he doesn't have the time, and his dad says he's fine. I'm like, Mom, you're just quoting the lyrics to Amy Winehouse, right? She goes, who's Amy Winehouse? Like, she'd never heard the song before, and she was word by word going through rehab to talk about my brother.
I'm trying to make you go to rehab. I said
no, no, no. Yes, I've been dead, I've been my dead man.
Yep.
Oh, no, no.
We're gonna drive now.
Am I supposed to know the words?
You know this part. You can do the dance, right? Staying alive. Come on. How many octaves could he sing in? Staying alive.
I mean, he pretty much does this one, doesn't he? Like,
Yeah.
like man pretending to be a lady octave.
The Bee Gees were super talented, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like one of the best. And they sort of got like stuck in that, I don't know, disco thing when everyone turned on it. But the Bee Gees were better than.
They were the kings of
that.
disco-ish.
Yeah. If they were the kings, Donna Summer was the queen, right?
Right? And I'm the prince.
And they obviously have their own dance move, so they got that. You got to work on your own dance move.
Do they have their own dance move? I mean, that wasn't them,
Saturday
though, was it?
Night Fever,
that was
though.
the film. That wasn't the Bee Gees. They didn't come
But
up
I mean,
with
that
dance
film
move.
was basically the Bee Gees.
So basically, a film needs to come up with a dance move for me. This is such a good record.
It's so good.
Oh, God.
Well, it's basically about Netflix and chill before Netflix and chill, like, became a thing, right?
I think they knew Netflix was coming. That's what this is
They
really
knew
about.
it.
This is about the technocratic age of Netflix. That they foresaw it in a bowl of water when they were doing a seance one night.
They said, I'm gonna go over to this girl's house that I just swiped right on and try to figure out if she wants me to like stay and hang out.
I fucking love this tune so much.
So good. Should I stay or should I go? Should I?
Should I stay or should I go?
Oh, I know
look
this
at that.
song.
Oh my God, who's this?
I feel like his name's Barnes.
Way back when we said we'd both be millionaires, and we were all ghosts.
Now, you're saying deny, 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 right?
Yeah.
Or is that right?
I'm saying we're gonna live just like it's 1999.
Oh.
That's what the song's called. It's in the
Well,
title
I
of the
heard
song.
the 99 part, but I always was mishearing the lyrics. See, that's the fun part about having you in here.
This song is like about that bizarre ritual of growing up and the needless formalization of fun that adults seem to blanket over everything that we do. Like you can't just go for bike rides anymore with your friends.
No.
You can't just ride around the neighborhood. You have to like put on the Lycra suit and like
Right,
get
and you have to have like
watch and-
GPS on,
Yeah.
and your parents have to be able to track you wherever you are.
Well, I mean,
No climbing
'cause,
trees.
when you're a grown up, your parents don't
Yeah.
track you. I mean, maybe
I
yours
mean,
do.
some do.
Mine still do.
I have a friend who's in her 30s. Her mom still books her doctor's appointments. It's fine.
Oh, that's sweet.
Helicopter parents into their 30s.
Is that what they're called? Helicopter parents?
I think so. I think so. You like how we made it across the river there? You didn't even know.
Oh, we did. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see.
I like all the drops in the end of this, right? You have Nintendo, you talk about Atari. Are you a gamer?
No, I'm super cool. I don't play video games. tell you what I do a lot of. I lift a lot of weights and go out and chat up all the ladies. That's what I do. Yeah, no, I'm a huge gamer.
You do like ladies, though. I've heard that about you.
I've heard from a very reliable source. This is a tune.
Pretty cool. Whoa, you can do that?
Yeah,
That's
kinda.
awesome.
Under the ice and snow,
So my alarm clock on my phone is set to this song, so it just wakes me up with the like every morning.
Fight the horse, other stuff. Valhalla, I am coming. I used to listen to this on the way to school.
It really gets you motivated, doesn't it? You feel like you could take on the day when you hear this.
I used to ride my little hoax skateboard through the streets of Ipswich,
Yeah.
down the hill. I remember I pulled off this sweet trick once, and all the gangster chavs, we call them, they were like, "Oh, mate, look at that!" And I was feeling super cocky, so I tried to do it the other way, and then fell flat on my face, hard, and just skidded down this road. I actually still have the scars from it on my elbow. Yeah, I don't even see them. I can't pull my jacket up high enough.
There's scars there somewhere.
Somewhere there are scars.
I believe you.
Not just internal, real ones.
Not just emotional scars.
Real shit.
Physical.
Yeah.
You could see it on the outside.
Serious,
So good. All right, so we're here at the venue.
All right. Done and done.